We just got the brand new American Express White Gold credit card, and we're going to show it to you here on the channel, and we're going to discuss how Capital One is canceling one of their credit cards. Now, we did talk about the White Gold credit card about a few weeks ago when it first released, and now I actually have it in my hand. So I'm gonna show it to you here on our channel so you can see exactly what it looks like. So you may wanna get it or you may not wanna get it. And we also have to cover a big growing story with Capital One, that Capital One has chosen to close one of their popular credit cards. And there's a lot of misinformation out there about that, so we need to cover that in this video also. So for those of you who did not know, the American Express got a completely different revamp. Now, they offered a new White Gold American Express Gold card, and they also raised the annual fee from $250 to $325. So it didn't come in any fancy box, it came in an actual envelope, and people are like, why is it not in a box? Because I already had the credit card. I'm just basically changing the credit card itself. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little shocked because it's not as great as it looked on the website. So there it is. We can get to zoom in. That is the American Express White Gold credit card. I don't know if any other channels have it yet, but I know that I ordered it as fast as I could because I knew about it before everyone else. I got the updates on it, but there it is. Now, here's the shocking part. I'm gonna go ahead and move on, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like against all the other different colors. I have the rose gold and I have the regular traditional all yellow gold. So not sure if you can see it right there. It's the rose gold, and then you have the regular traditional gold. You see how it's just like kind of this weird faint color. Like, why not just make it all white and then have the actual gold trim on it? It's kind of really disappointing, and I think a lot of people out there disappointed once they got it also. So let's actually put all three credit cards right next to each other on the screen so you can see the big difference. Now, I tried to make sure there was not very much glare on these, but you can see it's kind of really dull. I'm kind of shocked at how ugly it is. Let's just be honest with each other. Now, if you did get it and you're not happy with it, you can revert back to your old card. Just don't get rid of it yet. You got to contact American Express in the little chat bot, or you can actually just call them and talk to them on the phone, tell them like, listen, I'm not really excited about this card. Can I go back to my old card? Because if not, they're going to wait for you to activate this new White Gold card. So tell me what you think in the comments. It's pretty crazy. But now let's move on over to the raised annual fee and talk about the actual benefits and credits that you can get if you decide you want this credit card. Now, be aware, it is in fact a charge card. That means you have to pay it off in full every single month, but American Express does offer the pay over time feature, but you will incur interest fees. Just be aware of that. Also be aware, there is absolutely no hard inquiry to see if you are approved for this credit card. Now, there are no tricks or hacks to get around it. Now, if you do accept this credit card, let's say you apply, they say, congratulations, you're approved for the American Express Gold card. And you're like, sweet. Once you accept the offer, there is a hard inquiry, so be aware of that, because a lot of people are like, oh, this is bull. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just one hard inquiry. People just get over it. So also understand that there is no hard inquiry if you are already in the American Express family, meaning you have another American Express credit card or charge card. There will be no hard inquiry to see if you are approved, and even if you accept the card, you still will not get a hard inquiry if you are already in the American Express family with another credit card or charge card. Now, because this is a charge card, if you do ever carry a balance, which we always suggest against it, it will not hurt your credit score. So like a regular credit card, if you carry balance, it will raise your utilization. Those are the balances from your credit cards that are reporting, and it will tank your credit score. The higher the balances, the lower your credit score will drop. But a charge card does not act the same because it doesn't have a credit limit. Now, we have seen data points to show that people that carried credit card balances for far too long with American Express had an actual credit limit like actually applied to their credit reports, and it showed like they could only spend $1,000 at a time with the American Express Gold card or any other charge card. So that has happened with people, so be aware of that. Now, the current welcome offer with this credit card is 60,000 American Express membership reward points after you spend $6,000 on eligible purchases in the first 6 months. So that's literally $1,000 per month. If you can actually hit that spend goal, you're gonna get those 60,000 points. Plus, you're going to earn $100 back in intro bonus. So you'll receive 20% back in statement credits on eligible purchases made at restaurants worldwide within the first 6 months of card membership. They've never done this before, which is very interesting. Now you're probably asking yourself, why does he have so many American Express Gold cards? Because they help me stack more points, which equal free travel for me, because that's how I choose to use them on airlines and hotels. Because with the American Express Gold card, you're gonna get 4x points for every dollar spent at restaurants worldwide, not just in the United States, but worldwide, and up to $50,000. That's what you're gonna cap at with restaurant spend, which is going to equal 200,000 membership reward points that you can get just from that category alone. Also gonna get 4x membership reward points for every dollar spent at US supermarkets, up to $25,000 per year, which is going to equal up to 100,000 points in that specific category of grocery shopping, which is pretty crazy. So you're already looking at 300,000 points that you can stack just in those two categories. Then you're also gonna get 3x membership reward points for every dollar spent that you actually use to book flights directly with airlines or on Amex Travel inside their portal. But you'll also earn up to 2x points for every dollar spent on prepaid hotels or other eligible purchases booked on AmexTravel.com. Now you have the potential to rack up over 360,000 American Express reward points within your first year if you maximize and use this credit card properly. And you're probably saying, okay, well, what does that get me? On average, you're gonna be looking at 30 to about 60,000 membership reward points to book a round trip ticket from the East Coast to the West Coast just in regular economy seats. Now, we're not talking about business class. Once you get into business class, if you're going across the United States, you're looking at probably over 130,000 reward points. And I always tell people, do not use your points to travel domestically. Use them to travel outside of the country. You're gonna get more bang for your buck if you do it that way. So if you're thinking of traveling to another country, Italy, Spain, Paris, wherever it may be, guess what? If you get this credit card, you can get there for free. All you have to do is pay for the taxes on your flight. And of course, the taxes on your hotel room also, if you decide to use your points for that too. Now, it does come with the hefty $325 annual fee, which is up, as I said earlier. So let's talk about the actual credits that you will get from the American Express Gold card. We're gonna cover this as quickly as we possibly can. So you're looking at $120 in Uber Cash credits, which is actually $10 a month. Now you can actually use this for Uber Eats and order your groceries through Uber Eats, and guess what? You get them delivered to your home for free because you're using your Uber credit. You can use that for your Uber Eats or just Uber rides also. You're gonna get $84 in Dunkin' Donuts credits, which is $7 a month. Now, previously I said, can you even get anything on Dunkin's for $7? Yes, you actually can. I only drink black coffee, so I can get a small black coffee and a donut or a muffin or something like that and be below that $7, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Last part's the most important. You're also gonna get $100 in Resi credits. Now, people always say, well, what is Resi? Now, you book your actual restaurant reservation through Resi. You can pay inside through Resi, which is kind of crazy. Or there's also other things that you can use inside of Resi besides just actually booking and ordering food and stuff. So you can get that $100 of credit with Resi credits. Now, you're also gonna get $120 in dining credits, which is about $10 a month that you can use at Grubhub, Cheesecake Factory, Goldbelly, Wine.com, and Five Guys. Now, someone came into the comments the last time and said you can get a single patty under that $10 at Five Guys, because I was like, Five Guys is super expensive. Can we get anything actually to eat at Five Guys for under $10? I was proven wrong, and I'll take it back. I take it back, okay? Now, you're also gonna get $100 in credits for the hotel collection. So if you book in one of the fanciest of fancy hotels in the American Express travel portal, you'll get that $100 credit that you can use on food, on beverages, and maybe a spa. So maybe you wanna go to a spa day one day, but here's the big but. You must book at least a 2-night minimum to get that $100 credit. But all these credits are going to add up to $524. Now, if you subtract the $325 that you're gonna pay in the annual fee, you're actually gonna get an extra $199 in statement credits that you will get just for using this and keeping this credit card, or sorry, charge card in your wallet. So that tells you exactly why I have this specific credit card in my wallet, and I have 3. I have 2 business credit cards and I have the 1 personal. That's what allows me to stack all these crazy points with American Express. A little secret here that a lot of people don't talk about. Now, if you use my link in the description, I greatly appreciate it. But if you go in incognito mode and you go look up Resi.com, there may be an even more higher elevated welcome offer to get the American Express Gold card. Just be aware, because I don't want you to think that I'm trying to gatekeep here, because I definitely don't do that. Anytime that you apply for any credit card, always always go in incognito mode or private mode on your computer and go search all the welcome offers. But the highest one I've seen so far is on Resi.com, or let's say for instance, if I'm already an American Express credit card holder, if I send you my link, sometimes that will cause you to get a higher welcome offer also. That's another trick that a lot of people don't talk about. So if you have a friend or a family member that has that actual gold credit card already, ask them, hey, do you have an elevated welcome offer if you refer a friend, and see what they do. I mean, everyone's offer is gonna be different, so it may be higher or may just be the same thing that you see here on the site. Other crazy news that's going on with Capital One right now, I hope you waited to the end because this is very important. It's very confusing to everyone out there. There's been news out there on the chatter and people are giving out misinformation saying that the Savor One credit card is going away. That in fact is not true. But in fact, Capital One is getting rid of the Savor card. Now, if you watch any of my other videos, I always talk about Capital One is the largest subprime lender out there and they have multiple credit cards. So this is why it's really confusing everyone, because they've watched my other videos and they commented, it's going away. I'm like, no, the Savor One credit card is not going away. I'm gonna put the article up here on the screen so you can actually see it. It's from NerdWallet. They clearly state right there that the Savor credit card is going away, but the Savor One is not going away. I wanna be really, really clear about that because people really don't understand how Capital One works. Now, the Savor One is the best credit card. So the great part about that is the Savor One credit cards do not have an annual fee, but the Savor card did have an annual fee. And I believe that's why Capital One got rid of it, because a lot of people had a little bit of angry sentiment towards it. They're like, you know what, this credit card sucks. I'm not a fan of it. And a lot of people are starting to realize that the Savor One credit card is better. I always tell everyone, do not close your credit card. So if you decide like, I wanna get rid of this Savor credit card that has a $95 annual fee, downgrade it or upgrade it, call Capital One and talk to them. But understand, Capital One will give you a hard inquiry if you do it over the phone with them. Now, I'll put my link in the description of this video. So if you wanna see if you qualify to upgrade that actual Savor credit card to a better credit card, you can use my Safe Secure link, and there's no hard inquiry to see if you qualify to upgrade your credit card. And what you want them to do is switch out the credit card. So you keep the same account, all the positive payment history, you don't lose the age, because if you close a credit card, it's gonna hurt your credit score and you're going to lose that age. The age is what gets people into the 800 club. So we'll put it up on the screen here so you can see that now there are only two Savor One credit cards. The one with the excellent credit that you see on the right, that's the one that everyone wants. That's the one that has all the bonus features. If you want me to break this down in another video, drop it in the comments and I'll make a full-fledged video about this so you can really understand why this card is something that a lot of people don't talk about and you should have it in your wallet for everyday spending. Hope you enjoyed this video. We covered a big one with American Express and the Savor credit card bad news that people have been spreading out there. I don't know why, but make sure that you watch the next video because it is about best credit cards for people with bad credit in case you got some negative juju on your credit reports out there. If you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.